Okay, hello and welcome to part 2 of Miss Hattersley's Ice Adventures science investigation video. And in this video we are going to be investigating how we can make ice melt the fastest by where we put it or by what we put it in. So in the first part of the video I showed you how to freeze your Lego men or your small toys or your beads in your yogurt pots. And so I'm just going to show you, this is one of mine. You can see he is well and truly frozen at the bottom. I'm not going to use that one though, because I've only got 3 that are that shape, and to keep it as fair a test as possible I want to use ones that have the same amount of ice, because if there is more ice it will take longer for that ice to melt. So I've got 4 Activia pots that have also got a Lego man frozen into it, and we are going to rescue them from the ice. So I would just like you to pause this video and chat to the people who are with you. What are the different ways that you could help to rescue the icemen who are trapped in these yogurt pot icebergs? Okay, so there are lots of different experiments that you could do. 2 different options is you could choose different places in your house to put your icebergs and see which location is the one that melts your iceberg the fastest. If you're going to do that, some things to think about. I would strongly suggest that you put your iceberg on a plate or on a tray to catch any water so you don't make a mess on the carpet or the windowsills or wherever it is that you are melting your icebergs. I would also strongly remind you to keep your icebergs away from any source of electricity. Electricity and water don't mix together very well. I'm going to do something slightly different, and this is something that you can do at home. I would like to test how different temperatures of water affect how quickly or how slowly my icebergs are going to melt. So you will see on my table I've got 4 different bowls and jugs. If I wanted to make this a really fair test, I would be using 4 bowls the same size or 4 jugs the same size. I don't have that many bowls or that many different size jugs, or same size jugs even, in my kitchen cupboards. So I've had to go with slightly different sized bowls and jugs. So they have slightly different amounts of water in, but I've made sure that the water comes up to the same point on the side of the yogurt pot iceberg when I put it into the bowl or the jug. So on the left here, I've got my coldest water. This is the water that has come from my fridge, which keeps the water chilled all the time. So that's the coldest water. In this smaller bowl, I've got my tap water. So that's the cold water that just came straight out of the tap. And the slightly larger bowl has got hot water from the kettle that has been boiled and allowed to cool. So that's my lukewarm water. And got to be really careful with this jug on the end, because that's got freshly boiled water from the kettle. So if you are going to use different temperatures of water, it is really important that you have an adult with you to help you, especially when you're dealing with the boiling water from the kettle. So I'm going to pop the icebergs into their different waters. I'm going to do that really carefully because I don't want to burn my fingers. And then I need to set going my timer, and I'm going to time to see how long it takes each of these icebergs to melt. I've made my prediction. That's my guess about which one is going to melt the fastest, and now I'm going to test it out to see if I was right. And I've got a notebook so that I can record my results. That's me all set up I think it will take quite a while for some of these to dissolve. So I'm going to end my video here. But I would really like you to go away now and have a go. Okay, how quickly can you melt the icebergs that have trapped your Lego men? Get back to your teachers and let them know what you found out. If your mums or dads are on Twitter, then I would really love you to share with me what you discovered. So if I am on Twitter at SL Hattersley, if you can also tag at Parklands Leeds, and Mr. Dyson loves to see what you've all been up to. So if you can also tag at Chris Dyson HT. And keep following back. Follow our Parklands Primary YouTube channel for more science videos like this. Off you go, scientists. Catch you soon.